Not much is changing with the UFC and WWE merger. This is your boy Vic, and this is Vic Plays Games. Today marks a historic day for both the UFC and WWE. Today, UFC and WWE officially merge under Endeavor and form a new company called TKO. Very clever name if you ask me. This new company is valued at $21 billion and today is officially on the New York Stock Exchange. Today you saw them ringing the bell with Nick Khan, Vince McMahon, Triple H, Daniel Cormier, Dana White, amongst of other big names in both companies. Under this new deal, Vince McMahon retains 49% control of TKO, while Endeavor maintains 51%. Endeavor is, of course, the major media company that owns the UFC. Not much is going to change here, folks. I saw a lot of people yesterday saying that yesterday marked the last day that Vince McMahon would have full control under WWE. It's the start of a new regime. Not much is going to change, and here's why. For those who don't know, Endeavor is one of the most powerful media corporations in the entire planet. They're involved in modeling, they're involved in sports, they're involved in media streaming rights. It's a big company. The company is ran by Ari Emanuel. For those who don't know who Ari Emanuel is, he is a powerhouse in Hollywood. Ari Emanuel is the older brother of Rahm Emanuel. Rahm Emanuel, of course, the former chief of staff of Obama's White House and the former mayor of Chicago. Their other brother is a physician who was very influential when it came to creating protocols during the shutdowns of 2020 and 2021. So this is a powerful family to say the least. Rahm Emanuel allowed Vince McMahon to remain chief executive of the board of TKO. Dana White will continue to be the president of UFC. Despite public fallouts that have happened with both Vince McMahon and Dana White, which involve questionable things, they're not going anywhere. They are going to stay there as long as those companies make money. That is what this is all about, ladies and gentlemen. This is about money. When you have a publicly traded company on the New York Stock Exchange, your number one priority becomes the stockholders. Even with WWE being more volatile in nature over the past few years due to some of the things that have leaked out about Vince McMahon and his personal dealings, by them merging with Endeavor, the investment that investors have has now become far more stable. If you see a fall in revenue with TKO, don't be surprised if Vince McMahon actually gets more involved than he has been over the past year or two. Why? Because money speaks. If investors are not happy with what's going on with WWE, expect Ari Emanuel to give Vince McMahon full range and course to get involved in storylines. So don't be shocked by anything. Also, with this merger officially happening, don't be surprised if you start seeing more roster cuts. I'm just being honest. If there are people who aren't being utilized well on TV or the higher ups think that they're not performing very well, don't be shocked if they get cut. It may get a little bit more cutthroat. This is very interesting seeing, this happening, especially during a time when AEW just had 80,000 fans in Wembley Stadium. I think with Triple H still holding the amount of power that he does over creative and him being a more consistent TV writer than Tony Khan, I think WWE is still in good shape. I also expect WWE to remain profitable during this era because Nick Khan is just a maestro in the entertainment industry. For those who don't know, Nick Khan, who's like a personal friend of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, they grew up together in Hawaii. Nick Khan used to be a sports agent. He was very good at that. A lot of the people who are personalities in Fox Sports, for example, Nick Khan was their agent. Nick Khan is very good at negotiating media deals. So Nick Khan is going to ensure that WWE remains profitable. As long as he's there and as long as Triple H is writing the majority of stories, I don't expect too much to change. If there happens to be a dip, however, in profit or they start suffering losses, fully expect Ari Emanuel to allow Vince McMahon to go in and change what he wants to do. I'm just telling y'all how it's going to be. So people thinking, this is the end of the McMahon reign. It's not. It's really not, man. It's not. As long as Vince McMahon is alive and breathing, he will continually have a stranglehold on WWE. This sale to Endeavor was just to ensure that he remains up top in that company. But tell me what y'all think, man. Am I wrong? Do you all agree with me? Let me know in the comments below, bro. Let's have a discussion. This is your boy Vic, and this is Vic Plays Games. Stay blessed.